Greetings. All right, today is, I think today is the Ides of March. I believe so. I didn't look that up. I forgot. Here, I'll be right back. I'm pretty sure it is. That's today, right? March 15th, yeah. Yep. Today is my 2-year anniversary of channeling. I forgot all about this, but I started channeling. I didn't realize this until after I made my connection. It was on March 15, 2015. So it's been 2 years now. I have my own holiday. I think that's when Julius Caesar was killed. Well, anyway, pretty sure. It was assassination of Julius Caesar. So anyway, I'm not sure if there's any connection there, but anyway, everything is planned, as you can tell. If you don't think it is, it usually is. So, okay, what's going on for this segment is, like alternative news is opening up more, becoming more. What it's turning into in the mainstream media is kind of like they're crying all the time. Of course, they've been doing that for a long time. It's propaganda central. So, I don't have my newsroom candles and junk in the background. Yes, that is a TV in the background. I don't always pay attention to what's back there. That blue box, I'm gonna have to move that sometime. I don't need that there. It's just I don't know what's in there. I have stuff in here I don't hear. Some of this stuff I could probably show what. Some of this stuff I need to throw out. There's some boxes there. Those need to be thrown out. I haven't got around to it. It's been like over 2 years now. But anyway, nothing in there. So just junk. Anyway. All right. So what this is about is basically I just like scan what's going on. I believe what the Netherlands. And this was somebody asked me a question about the Netherlands of the presidential situation going there. I still think it's going to be Mark that's going to win. He's already in power. He's already there. Yeah, when I was looking at that after I did this channeling, it's like, is this guy from like years ago? I mean, it's like, is this guy current? Or I don't look at. Anyway, apparently he is. So anyway, so this is just giving like a channeling. I want to call it spin, but we're just going to do see where this goes, basically. Another way of getting attention, we'll see how this goes if it gets any attention. That's why Google and all that is kind of screwing around my channel, so it doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter. Let them do what they're going to do. It doesn't matter. So what this is about is basically just go to the headlines and see where some of what's going on galactically. Alien, like the aliens can come in and say their galactic updates all they want, but it's like, our day stays the same in some regard. If Obama and what's his name, Trump are talking about aliens, which I don't think they're doing, but that's one thing I don't see. Maybe an astral, yes. Here, yeah, no way, no. Not at all. No, they're part of two different agendas. As for Trump's agenda, I haven't received all of exactly what's going on with that. So either way, it's here to open a lot up. Enough of that, though. Okay, how we're going to go about this? I'm not sure, really. We're sort of we'll see how this is going to work. Screen share. Okay, Ides of March, as you can tell. All right, what I have here is Google News. I'm gonna turn my camera off for a second. Rub my nose. 1 second. Yeah, it's getting kind of cool here, isn't it? Okay, we have Item March here. Let's see, federal government. Okay. Where I wanted to start, I have Drudge Report here, and that has about another one situation. Let's see here. So we're just gonna like open it up, see what's going on here. Let's just see what alien, whatever, whoever wants to come in. I don't want to go to InfoWars. This freaking Alex Jones is sitting there with his shirt off. It's like, come on, man. What kind of ad is that? So anyway, we'll go to the Anunnaki news. That just came to mind. Anunnaki-controlled news center called NBC. Now, I understand they're all controlled by different beings, so we're just going to jump around and see where we get with all this. I do have an agenda here. I did have some topics, meaning I was going to go into. I'm just the whole Eyes of March that threw me off. So anyway, I'm kind of rambling. Yeah, I got to mark dice here and there. The whole thing with the tax returns. Remember, this is all just a, it's just another attention grabber. Like Rachel Maddow, they're working on, they're doing their whole ratings bid. They're starting a lot of drama, as you can see. With the drama. Yeah, I look at Mark Dice stuff all the time. It's great. The whole thing, he goes out to the beach and asks people if Hitler's the next president, and they say, oh, yes, whatever. It's funny. Anyway, I've been watching this stuff for forever. So this is part of 2008 Awakening. So anyway, so yeah, the whole thing with the tax return situation, that's just as a ratings ploy, it's also trying to destroy his. Remember, these are from like 2005. Who cares? But anyway, but this is a lot of just trying to get attention, basically. As all news, a lot of it's created, as you can tell. This whole Hawaiian, I'm just going to go into certain topics that. Let's just see who comes through. Let's see here. Oops. This whole thing with the travel ban. Now the travel ban. Let's see here. This is all part of. Let's see. As I was coasting around, I felt different beings. 1 second. One moment. Yeah, they're kind of assessing all this right now because I've never done this before. Not like this. The ones that are around me right now. Okay, Nordics are going to speak a little bit about some of this. A lot of this is just the news in general is just to keep you off track, basically. As the Nordics are saying, it's to keep you off the positive timeline. Not to say you're not on it, but it's to keep you off the higher vibrational timelines, basically. All of this is just to web you around into a circle that goes nowhere. They've been doing it for years, as you can tell, forever. Now, also, before I started doing this today, when I was thinking about it, it also seems like they're keeping us from. They do the same thing with history, also. So notice how they bombard us with all this nonsense, constantly nonsense. But, history is rich. Look at Egypt, for example, ancient Rome. We don't know a lot. We know stuff, but do we know what we need to know? No. There's a lot of stuff there that's been spun around. Okay, I don't think you want to see what's his face here, but anyway. But this helps connecting also. Well, we'll go back to that. All right, we'll just scroll and look at something else. Okay, yeah, this is all nice and pretty, isn't it? Love the news, huh? It's just end of the world rapture stuff, isn't it? But anyway, notice how the news is here to just it's like it's there to weave us into this nightmare, basically. And just looking at this, it's not very pleasant to look at now, is it? I mean, it's all just freaking crying. I mean, it's all just blanket negative nightmarish stuff. And, it'd be nice if people would realize that this is all just there to keep you confused, basically. That's all this is. It's just a puppet show, basically. And we are the puppets, as you can tell. And there's a much more that's going on. That, like Agartha and the fairies, I saw a video about what was it? Mushrooms that are in a circle, and there's like the myth of fairies are dancing in a circle, and they create these mushroom. And it was fascinating. I don't know how it happened, or rocks that move on themselves. I don't know. It just popped up from my cues. Like, okay, whatever. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff here. Not just, I mean, but yet we connect to this stuff, our news, that's there just to keep us underwater. It's a reptilian agenda, Yael agenda also, negative Yael. Why negative Yael? That's connected to the Federal Reserve. It's not all reptilian. I mean, it's Yael. I believe Laren's involved with it also to a certain degree. They're all part of this. It's not it's like saying all humans are bad. It's like, no. But some of them, are part of the cabal vibration. And this is all cabal. And the cabal vibration, they realize they're losing power here also. As for the news, it's all just a warped way of looking at life. It's like, welcome to the world. Just don't turn on your television, whatever, or don't buy one for that matter. But everyone else is, and everyone's absorbed into it being programmed on a daily basis. So the reason I'm doing all of this is to get attention from others that do suck into all this stuff and just let it control them. And even those that are part of the Alex Jones crowd get very negative and just depressed. It's like, what are you going to do? Is like you're going to go after the David Rockefellers and just go scream at us? That's not going to solve anything. They got, it's changing your vibration, changing the way you look at things. It's just changing your way of, your point of view, basically. Let's see here. Some of this stuff might be already known, but somebody might. Anyway. Let's see here. The Yael vibration, a lot of it has to do with money. The Yael are very good at money. It's not just Anunnaki. Anunnaki, might have set up the systems. From what I'm gathering, they did set it up. But a lot of it is, Yael is the one kind of enjoying the riches of it. They're human here. Their version of human, whatever you want to call it, the cabal vibration. Because, you have your Illuminati vibration here, the Federal Reserve. And there's others that are not on that reserve list, but either way. Then you have your galactic Illuminati. But to concentrate on those that are here, even your Illuminati cabal is being manipulated constantly. They manipulate us, but they're being manipulated also by each other. It's like a sick game. What happening to us is no picnic, that's for sure. Especially with child kidnappings and, with human trafficking, a lot of that goes into their vibration to keep us at a low vibration. I believe, I've said this before. It's like a lot of this cabal people can't believe that we fall for this stuff. They just can't believe it. So I'm going to scratch it. The positive Illuminati are just like, even the negative ones, like, I can't believe it. They're just in awe. It's just like, this doesn't make any sense. So, some of this, I see this thing there. So some of this stuff is not all that. Some of this is to entertainment. In some ways, is there to keep us controlled. But I think some of it is also to relax our vibrations, also to find some joy in life somewhere. To a certain degree, depending on what it is. I think also entertainment is there to help us find ourselves in some degree also. Let's see, we'll just let them guide us through. Now, they haven't done this before from what I've saw. They're kind of setting things up. The aliens, at least, have not done this before. So they knew about it, but, now we're in the thick of it. And I can feel them still trying to figure out how they're going to go about this. So anyway, I'm kind of pushing them into it. Let's see here. Top stories. Oh, the nightly news. That's a bunch of you know what. Oh yeah, the cyber hacking of Yahoo. I think that was some of that was had to do with destroying Yahoo. Also, the people that are running Yahoo is very. It's very dark. I think a lot of it is sacrificing Yahoo. Also, the old way of doing. Oh, great. Anyway, sorry, push that. So anyway, you notice that the Ken like these nightly news people, they look like Barbie dolls, don't they? All dressed up in their suits of makeup, and it just like robots, basically. That's all done by design to. I want to say it's the same thing as your Barbie dolls. So, I mean, don't they look like that? Don't they look like Barbie dolls? Dress up your Barbie doll, Ken and Barbie. I mean, doesn't they have that guy on? Was it ABC? It was like a Ken doll. If you want to know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we're going to the Illuminati. Google. It doesn't matter. Not particularly. I think it's this David guy. Yeah, it looks like a Ken doll. They all do. Yeah, so I mean. Oh, more video. Never mind. I guess when you go to their news channel, they just want to play video on over and over. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, they're going to. Oh, okay. Or did I already have that up? It's okay. They're just all reporting on the same thing. Yeah, what's new there? I lost my track of concentration what I was there talking about. But yeah, a lot of this is just. It's just, they're packaging it well, as you can see. And a lot of this, the way they look is that's Anunnaki from what I'm gathering. It's like we're going to feed people what to look like. And, from what I'm seeing, okay, that are finally kicking in a little bit. This is going to take some time, it seems like. It does seem like it's going to take them some time getting used to this. Alien news. This is alien propaganda, just in case you're wondering. Hopefully positive vibrational propaganda. Basically, the idea behind this is to see what is being thrown at us and kind of like cutting right through it and just saying it's all a bunch of BS. And that's pretty much what it is. All of it is. All of this is fake news. It's all just a black project to keep us under control, basically. And I hate to say, even with Alex Jones and his negative propaganda show, a lot of that's under control too. I mean, look at he's angry all the time. He's pissed off. He even says himself he doesn't have all the answers, obviously. But even he's being manipulated, as you can tell, because of the low vibrations he puts out, fear. I think he's just doing it because he doesn't know how to react. But even he himself says that the cabal is black magicians. But yet he doesn't connect to any of that. Instead, he just goes into the rock star vibrations. He doesn't know. I mean, either if he connects with that, it's not bringing enough ratings to pay for the overhead that he has. That could be the part of it. Anyway, let's go over to Alex Jones and see him walking around with no clothes on. Yeah, see what I mean? Okay, we're just going to skip on away from that. But a lot of this is no different than the news on other channels. It's all low vibration, unfortunately. I think he's a good person, definitely. But it's all low vibration. It's no different than the propaganda that you get from other channels because it's low vibration. I'm not sure if you're getting anything different than you're getting from anyone else anymore. It used to be that case. But it was always at a low vibration. But I'm not sure if you're getting anything different anymore. You're just getting it's at a different place. Yes, it is alternative. But it's just an alternative spin, but still at a low vibration. I don't think it's under cabal vibrations, but they're still being manipulated by the cabal because of the low vibrations. And the cabal knows that. You can talk about them all you want because he's doing it in such an anger, a fear way. It's fear mongering. And the fear mongering, they don't have a problem with that. They want people to be afraid of them. They want people not to understand them. And to understand them is to understand they are black magic. And I'm also possibly might have a visitation tonight by beings that are not too happy with us. So, you know, if I don't have any sleep, just so be it. That's another thing about reptilians. Those of you that don't believe that they exist, they do exist in another dimension. And when they get mad, which has happened a lot, they don't let you sleep. They know how to mess with us. They know how to do it, because sometimes we talk about something sensitive on a channel. It hasn't been that much recently, but when it happens, you know, I can't sleep and I feel somebody's in this room, as they already are, but their presence is more known, and it's not very pleasant. And it's reptilian most of the time. I don't know why. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. So some of those. Oh yeah, I wanted to go into this. We're kind of jumping around a little bit, but we'll go back to this. As you can tell, the news is very boring right now, as always, but it's all out of low vibration. Anger, fear, whatever it is, it's to keep you disconnected from yourself. How do you disconnect? Go out to nature, shut all this stuff off. It doesn't, none of it, that's the thing though, because it still affects you, like your job and how to, sometimes you have to connect to this stuff because it's just the way it is. Talk radio is full of this stuff, low vibrational energy, anger all the time. And a lot of that has to be released somehow. And of course, those that do connect to the light worker community. And then what happens is some of the light workers, unfortunately, some are very arrogant, unfortunately. So, I think because I'm doing this longer than others, they're better than others, and then you got to deal with that. So it's like, are you dealing with much different than dealing with low vibration, dealing with high vibration that just has a huge ego? So there's a lot of conflict with awakening. It's like when I'm awakening, I go to people that are understanding aliens and angels, and then I'm dealing with a whole nother bureau of drama. It's like the idea is to not have any of that. I know I'm saying this with a bunch of news here, but anyway, hopefully it's somewhat helpful. The idea is to show this, to connect to those that connect with this type of vibration. And how do you steer out of this stuff? Well, one way is, where is this stuff coming from? What entity? Like I said, Yael, the Yael are here, as Palladian also. That's why Yael are benefiting much, as a lot of them are very wealthy here as humans. And and a lot of them they're not perfect, far from it. I think some of them are obsessed with money and power, mostly power. They have enough money. The same thing with the Cabal, and it is the Cabal vibration. But understand the Cabal, that vibration is to show people, like when you see an entertainment, oh, having a lot of money means success. Oh, maybe not. No, not really. That's part of the black magic to let you know that, what is this stuff? Yeah, it's nothing. And a lot of the entertainment, what I'm getting for entertainment, is to tell humans, like the celebrity stuff. I know I kind of cut through what I was talking about, but anyway, the celebrity stuff is one way of telling humans how to be. This is how we want you to be, like these people. Rich, messed up, on drugs, in some sort of rehab. If you're not rich, you want to be rich, because that is what brings happiness. As you can tell by broken marriages, drug abuse, child molestation, on and on and on, it brings so much happiness to everyone. Not to say everyone involved with this has that, but yeah. So, I was gonna go somewhere. Of course, I forgot what it was. That's okay. Yeah, it was. Lost track. All right, stop share for a second. Hello there, once again. Let me see. I'm changing things around a little bit. 1 second. Yeah, but yeah, who needs to see that all? See that says lower my vibration just looking at it. But anyway, it needs to be a lot of this stuff. How do you cut through a lot of? Not to say you have to go out and cut through it, but you see what the manipulation here is so strong. It's just, how do you see clearly here? Well, they have things here for you not. All this is built for you not to see clearly. It was done on purpose, as you can tell. It took many years to enhance it. Now you're using technology. Yes, technology has a positive side, but also has a negative side to disconnect us from ourselves through technology, but also is there for us to awaken also the dark side, positive side, for us to communicate with each other all across the world, as you can see. And that will only increase. But as we awaken from this way of thinking, it is hard to remove from that type of vibration, though, unfortunately. And those it's like I can't connect. Oh, that's right. I don't remember what it was, or there was something else, but I lost track. I was thinking about one thing. Anyway, the Jesse Ventura about. I have a lot of things on mind. A lot of subjects. I didn't write them all down because when I was doing this, I couldn't. Mine was blank, so I just go with it. The Jesse Ventura about finding reptilians. He was talking to David Icke, and he got mad. He got an angry thing with David Icke. Just in case you don't know what I'm talking about. Just in case not everybody knows who these people are. I don't really want to show the video. I want to show mostly. Okay, we guess we'll go to the video. 1 second. I was hoping there's going to be a video. Yeah, they had a confrontation. But this was the episode. It was actually quite interesting. Just it was conspiracy theory. Okay, I'm just going to go to the video. It's easier. Be right with you. I'm going to turn off the audio, though. This is good enough. Okay. One thing about David Icke, just like Alex Jones, connects to the negative vibrations. The idea is to not connect to any of that and look at reptilians have a bad rap. It's not all reptilians causing this. As I was talking about the Yael, much involved with manipulation here. Now, the detail on that of the Yael vibrations, the cabal vibration, they run the media. It's not just them, but they play a huge role, and they're massively manipulated also into the agenda. What I'm gathering is some of them don't want to do this to humans, but if you don't, we're going to take away all your toys, your helicopters, wherever it is, your castle, whatever. And some of them aren't willing to do that from what I'm being told right now. So it's like manipulation continue. But as for this whole Jesse Ventura, because not everybody knows who he is, he had a show called Conspiracy Theory. You can look it up. You see his name on the, and all the episodes are on there. It's really awesome. Oh yeah, it has it right here in the corner about reptilian episode. That's not the full episode. I believe all the full episodes are on now. Not bad, but you see Jesse's, now understand his son, Jesse's son, I forgot his name, very knows that this is like another agenda. You need to be at a higher vibration to connect to reptilians. So the episode, they're going to go look for reptilians. So they have it with Jesse Ventura and his crew, getting guns, getting ready to go shoot the reptilians if they see them, and then they go, they didn't see any. Then they go to David Icke. He's like, I want to see one. You have your whole career built on reptilians. I want to see one. Well, it's hard to do that when they're at a higher. Understand, reptilians are laughing their asses off. They're laughing their asses off. It's like, because they are. The whole situation. People want to see them, but they go about it in an angry way. Can't do that. You can't do that. And understand when you go more positive, When you don't have anger, fear, or anything, you can connect to them. Now, there's a positive vibration you're connected to before you connect to any negative reptilian. Now, a negative reptilian might come to you first. It's just like, I don't think so. You better not do this. It's a possibility, unlikely, but possible. But usually when you connect more to a higher vibration, more positive vibration, you'll feel more of at least your angels and your guides come through first for the most part, depending on where you go with this. As for aliens, everyone's different. Some might feel more the alien vibration than their own guides. Everybody's different. But you got to let go of this fear and this anger, because I was part of that too for a long time until I got into this. He's like, what are you going to do? I can't save the world. I was like, I don't know. So I just sort of just, you know how it goes. I don't know. I just go on every day and not worry about it. But one thing about David Icke, at least he's making the reptilian agenda aware. Of course, it's a low vibration, what he's sharing. There is a high vibration, and they are assisting us, like all beings. Some might call this like a spin or whatever, but there's positive and negative to all aliens and humans. As you can see on this world, not all humans are bad. And some beings, I imagine, would say all humans are bad because look what we're doing to the planet. You know? Imagine many, well, I don't connect with it often, but I imagine some beings of aliens that look at us as like, look what we're doing to the planet. You know, who wants to deal with humans? I imagine there is something out there like that at some vibration. But anyway, well, of course they understand we're at this low vibration, so, and we're being highly manipulated. But understand that Jesse Ventura was going about it in a 3D way of going after reptilians, at least understanding them. It was going about it all the wrong way. And he can't cool down and cool off. That's where meditation is helpful, to cool down fear. Yeah, of course, he'll probably say he's not fearful, but just chill out this vibration he's connecting to. I believe his son, Sean Stone. No, it's not his son. It's Sean Stone is Oliver Stone's. I'm getting that all wrong. Yeah, it's Oliver Stone's son has his own show. I forget the name of it. I'm thinking, well, even Jesse Ventura's son's quite open. But anyway, Sean Stone, that's not his son. Sean Stone has a pretty good eye of what this is all about. But of course, they went to the episode. It was kind of interesting. But they saying reptilians? No, but what was interesting of them bringing it up is, of course, there's much more to it than just reptilian. And understanding a lot of it is, yes, Anunnaki. Anunnaki is not going to let themselves be seen, but in places they do, I believe. But not where there's a lot of human interaction. If there's any Anunnaki, if there's any Anunnaki, it's Iraq. That's one of the places. Big surprise, huh? That's Babylon. I'm not sure what. I think it's where Sitchin found a lot of this stuff. It's around Iraq. Iraq is very close to them. So, but as for this Jesse Ventura situation, you know, but hopefully he re-explores it again. But you know, putting a camera on him and going through the process is another story. You gotta really looking for it doesn't always mean you're gonna find it. You have to have like a shamanistic kind of point of view. You go to Tibet for a while, clear all the human stuff, and you'll feel more spiritually connected. It's like spiritually connected is like connecting to the vibrations of the earth. The ocean of knowledge is the spiritual knowledge, not this internet garble that we're going through. But some of it is helpful. It is like a maze to take us to where we need to go. As I talk and I think of certain things, I wanted to mention this about technology. I did pick this up earlier today to a certain degree about I do see our technology increasing greatly, a big time technology boost coming through. and AI is going to increase. But don't put fear into that. More fear you put into it will bring more fear. But I believe our technology will be highly advanced, but I think we're going to slowly start advancing also, at least spiritually, yes. Some of us at least. But even at the lower vibrations, I believe, from what I'm feeling, that we're going into like I want to call it like a vortex of a wave, and possibly we're already in it. Well, yeah, but as for it shifting, I do feel that we are in some sort of technology, like a push into more of an awareness of where we're heading, of meaning more advanced technologies, like what some of you might visualize as Mars, like a higher density of third density, basically. Stronger, as you say, many want to go to the moon, right? Amazon wants to go to the moon, which I don't think they'll be successful, but I could be wrong. I don't think they will be. Boeing, I think, will be, because that's part of the cabal. I don't think Amazon is. Amazon's interesting, but it hasn't sold itself completely. It hasn't sold itself. Google has their different story. I believe there's a war going on with Google right now. I don't know if the Google founders are aware, but there are beings that want to totally take over. But they can't, because it won't be trusted. So they have to have it trusted. So if you see the light and the dark, there's light and dark with it. There's light keeping it going, because there's too much darkness. It'd be no different than our government. So like Yahoo seems to be being sacrificed. I think Yahoo didn't, some of it complied with, some of it did not. So now it's being sacrificed and putting into a grave, basically. Microsoft, I believe, did sell out, and some parts of Google has also, but not entirely. But Google is a different animal altogether. Amazon's another story. It's same as Google. It's unusual. I don't think they have full control over it as they like. So there is some darkness and there's some light. As for darkness, as for labor situation with Amazon. So sometimes it's easy to see. A lot of egos running around Amazon also, but also a lot of innovation. Same as Google. They can't fully take over with darkness. If they took over darkness, it will look like no different than Microsoft in a lot of ways. Darkness. It's not exactly a loved company. It is an AI company also. You could call it, I would call that the Skynet. But it's seen as a joke in some regard. You notice how Windows computers have a lot of viruses and stuff on them. They don't care. Not to say I believe Apple has sold themselves out now with Jobs. That kind of people have mentioned it, but also I've received messages also. Yeah, after Jobs left, it sold itself out. It's going to be a part of the AI vibration also. Maybe not of the positive, though. I think it's still it hasn't entirely sold itself out. Part of it has been. Before, I don't think it was. And a little bit, as for how it's made, using slave labor, but not entirely. But now I think it's going to, I'm not sure where Apple's going to right now. It's not really important, but I wanted to throw that in as for technology. Oh, this is kind of boring. I know they're already they're already talking about the new iPhone, and it's like going to come out. It just came out, and now they're already talking. I mean, it tells you how, what is this place? So anyway, as for the news, hopefully some of this is somewhat intriguing in some regard. Let's see. Okay, we'll go back to let's go back to the the Barbie town, Ken and Barbie NBC situation. Now, understand, let's see. That was another thing about Snoop Dogg. I don't have that up here. About Snoop Dogg, and I think I did for a second. Yeah, it has Disney. This whole Disney thing. Disney, I feel, is like as a propaganda. Yeah, it is a Illuminati, CIA propaganda for everything. It's cutesy. They have a gay character in there, whatever. But I think it's still a lot of it is super propaganda. It's to keep you entertained, keep the masses under control. I don't see Snoop Dogg here anywhere. It's kind of odd. Unless I'm let's see here. Basically, Snoop Dogg made a video about assassinating Trump. Let me say, you're going to show another video, right? Probably. Come on, people. Okay, good. I'm not sure why Graham's doing that. Maybe this is about Graham. Yeah. But yeah, well, oh, I can't look at these people either. Let's go back to the propaganda. There's only so much religious stuff I can look at. I'll go to them next some other time. Well, anyway, I would just leave it here. About Snoop Dogg, about like shooting a clown that looked just like Donald Trump. A lot of as you can tell, entertainment's been under the cabal vibration, as you could tell. Now understand, they don't have their person in there that they want, so they're screaming and crying, meaning it's not going to the agenda that they want of materialism, whatever it is. They're even those celebrities are in some ways being suffocated by the controls that are going on right now. Now, how to, that's up to them. They have money, they're sacrificing themselves. A lot of this is Illuminati vibrations. You see a lot of symbolism in their music videos, a lot of that's Illuminati. It's the singer, sacrificing themselves for wealth and being brainwashed, and brainwashing humanity also. Understand, even with that comes karma. As you can tell with some of them, they lose their money, go to alcoholism, whatever it is. Because they're not connecting, I don't know, it's different for everybody. But it does seem like a lot of it is, it's if, like with Obama, a lot of it seemed to be worshiping a god. And over a president that just plays golf and is highly manipulated, does a presidency, isn't that important? It's just a bunch of political junk anyway, isn't it? Was anybody even paying attention? None of these celebrities probably pay attention to anything that's going on politics-wise, just that who's in there. Their guy is not there. And a lot of that, I believe, is part of the cabal vibration. That's what is controlling that presidency is controlling the entertainment field, as you can tell. Not all of it, but a good amount of it. And now they're pretty angry. They're not, it's not going to plan. So they're hissing and crying, as you can tell. And they're, calling for the next Hitler. As for Trump, which is not the case, but it is a case of change and transition that they're not liking. Here it is. Which is kind of disgusting, actually, when I think about it. This is a low vibration. The whole thing is just low vibration. It's just, the world's got a long way to go, as you can tell. I don't want to look at it. It's just not, smoking a blunt or whatever it is. Lost, as you can tell. As for Snoop Dogg, that's fine. That's his direction. But as for awakening humanity, or they have a lot. Remember, also those that are watching entertainment, movies, music, dressing up like the movie people, whatever it is. It's part of it's Illuminati. It's all Illuminati. It's a seance, you can say. Even those that are drenched in cigarettes and drinking and just destroying themselves, they're they like seeing people do that. It's part of this, the hold they have on our vibration on our planet. It's it's humanity is wanting to let it go. It's letting go of those. Realize there are aliens here. They're out of another dimension. They're all around us at certain times of the day. Maybe not always. Your guides are always with you, and connecting to your guides isn't not trendy yet. I do connect to future timelines where people are connected. And yes, there are times when I'm looking at humanity, it's like, geez, maybe in 5,000 years it might awaken. Maybe. Big maybe. But a lot of this news vibration is just there to keep you lost, basically. Now, a lot of people don't pay attention to this stuff. I don't pay attention to it either. The only reason I'm looking at it is to unlock a lot of this stuff. Am I unlocking it right now? I don't know. Hopefully get people wondering, is this the right direction? Even if you don't pay attention to any of this stuff, which is good. But it still affects us. Those that do pay attention to it. And the businesses are affected by it also. Either way, you don't look at it. Others are somewhere. It is making money. It is causing a ripple effect in our society somewhere. Wherever it is. Our politicians look at this stuff. And they're the ones that make the rules. A lot of these entertainment people have no idea what these politicians are doing most of the time. Who pays attention to that yet? Boring bills. Obamacare is thrown in, before people can read it, stuff like that. Trump is there, and so everyone's mad. They call him a reality star, whatever. It's just not part of the Illuminati agenda, the negative agenda. Not to say it's super positive, far from it. But it's here to change things, that's for sure. As for what, I've said this before, I don't know exactly what it is. I don't think we need to know, but it's for unlocking a lot of the darkness here. Of course, he is not exactly the most positive person, but more is changes in the way. No one saw it coming either. I know. I have people telling me that, not to watch my videos because they're negative. They say, oh, but Trump is very, this is before Trump got in. Oh, he's just a businessman. He's not really running for president. That was a year ago. That's what somebody said. Well, there he is. So say whatever you want. So that's someone from the white worker community. I don't connect to them anymore. But anyway, that's someone part of the ego that's involved with white worker community, some of it at least. Let's see here. Yeah, the news is quite boring, actually. Angelina Jolie. Oh, Angelina Jolie. Yeah, that's part of the Illuminati agenda. And also, Brad Pitt, they had some sort of, that's right here in the corner. You can barely see it. I'm not going to click on it. It's going to be a video. It's going to be blowing all over the place. Angelina Jolie and what's his name? I already forgot. Her husband that was, or whatever they were. He was in Seven. I can't remember his name. Brad Pitt. Yeah, that's a Illuminati vibration, yeah. Mm-hmm. You can tell by his DNA. He might have came from like a normal family. I don't know his story, but that's definitely Illuminati. She seems to be like some Illuminati queen of some kind. I'm not, she's part of the UN. Anyone's part of the UN, I don't know. It's like, yeah, that's Cabal Central right there. They're not. That's the opposite of doing better for humanity, but whatever. I imagine there is some good there, but yeah, like New York City, that's part of it's built on the UN. New York City is built on Rockefeller land that was donated. Yeah. Angelina Jolie is part of a war, the cabal vibration. Many females look up to her, so it's the same thing with entertainment. There's different types of entertainment. You have your gangster rapper, you have your Angelina Jolie, you have different versions in your entertainment world. Now these aren't the old Hollywood's gone, but the new Hollywood, old Hollywood was all manipulation also. These are your kings and queens, basically. Nothing has changed. But yeah, it's gotten more sophisticated in some regard. But yeah, these are the people you want to be. You want to have money. You want to be able to travel, and it's just from her vibration is very Egyptian, and it does seem like there was Illuminati sacrifice around her. Also, I'm saying. I don't think any of her children, but she was sacrificed in some way. I'm saying, in astral, at least. It does seem like she made a deal in astral to be in this position. She gave up something. As for, yeah, I'm not getting a lot of it's blocked around her, so I can't read everything what's going on. Yeah, that's her princess. She has an agenda. It ain't good though. I don't think so. I don't feel anything good about her. I mean, she might be a good person. I see that. Something around her is not. The sun around her is not good. And obviously her children are aware of it. Well, they know what they're getting into. Let's put it that way. Yeah, it's the Illuminati days of our lives there. Yeah, you got that right. Yeah, it's kind of giving me an idea in some ways how the cabal works, and so. But I mean, some of it hits public airwaves. Some of it, the tabloids are not entirely wrong. It's just they're not exactly seen in the most positive light. But anyway, yeah, Russia was brought in on the Yahoo situation. I don't think I believe that. There's some things about Russia that it just feels like a lot of it. Yeah, Russia's not perfect, but there's also a lot with Russia that is they need a target and they go after it. Basically, that Russia's our bad guy. Basically, it's not China. Know why? They make a lot of our stuff. We have a lot of deals with them. Russia, we don't have that. So, and it does seem like knowledge of what I'm getting is from North Korea, because I think North Korea and Russia are connected, if I remember right. And if you want to know anything about North Korea, Russia is where you connect. I don't know. It seems like Russia and North Korea are. I mean, I know China is. I thought Russia was also, at least at one time. But Russia seems to be still connected to them in some regard. As for receiving information about North Korea, and it's what's truly going on with North Korea, because it's not all being made public. Understand, our media needs a villain. Russia is our villain. It's not China. But not to say China is our villain either. I don't think any of them are villains, really. It's just we need a villain for ratings, for the news. The news still needs ratings. But they also need to hype up and lower our vibrations. I mean, it's all done by design. And also, you notice how turn myself off. Move. Mm-hmm. Did I really want to go there? Sure, why not? Because figure is awesome. Oh yeah, that's right. With understand. I mean, I believe this is already. That wasn't very nice. As for lowering our vibration, or it does seem like the aliens are involved, at least the lower vibrational aliens. It's not all reptilian. That's why I say aliens, lower vibrational aliens. Syrians are involved with. Syrians don't like humans that much. Syrians, it does seem like they want to rid of us of this world. Some of them. I don't think we deserve this place at all. So, from what I'm picking up on, a lot of it's done. As for, you notice how some news stories get a lot of attention, some don't. It's all done by design. It seems like they put some, like the Cancy Anthony situation. Those things happen all the time. And those aren't put in the news. Certain ones they have certain agendas behind it. And it's gross to see how the news people follow, like a Casey Anthony situation. It's just dirty. The whole thing is just, and then they say other people are reporting on it are bad, but yet with the news, it's just, it's not good. But a lot of it's done by the lower aliens here. They do work with humans, of course, the cabal vibration. The cabal, you can say the black projects. Some of them are here they look at our energy levels and they send information to us to lower us down, to keep us under control. It can be news. Now understand, don't watch the news. Don't watch any of it. Doesn't matter. You see how the streets are. You see how people can't think straight. They're a part of all that. And they know where certain things are going to erupt. But they use weapons on people here too. To cause disruptions, to cause disconnection, to cause violence, to cause whatever, riots against the cops not thinking straight and shooting people for no reason. They're causing a lot of this stuff. Just news is just another way of looking at it. But is take the news away, the world is still in chaotic mode for the most part. Luckily, it's not all that way. But, look at the roads, traffic. I mean, that alone is just chaotic as it is. Bikers flying through everybody, just on a death sentence, basically. But it's a lot of different lower vibrational aliens that are much involved. And it is part of the Black Projects also. I believe part of the Black Projects, this is her. Yeah. They look at, like the globe, America, for example, where they can, like schizophrenics, like my mother hears this stuff. Understand, she doesn't hear like they're going to do this to that person and stuff like that. But from what she's fearing, it's pretty real. I mean, for a while, I wasn't sure what to think. I thought it was all dark entities, but I don't know. This is different. As for why she's going through all that, I haven't quite connected with all of it. But either way, they look at it is a government vibration, Black Projects. They're looking at our society. Where can they already have America mostly under control, as you can tell, in the world for that matter. We'll just use America as an example. Especially when babies are born, they know when they're born. They know the parents. They know what's going on. As a child abduction stuff, they know all this shit. They know what they're doing. And they move in when the time is right. So it's like, but also just to cause mayhem. It's like they already know the news story is going to happen before it happens. That's what I'm getting at, basically. They're stirring it up. They know what they're doing. They have a pot. They're going. I mean, this is their soup bowl. This is their kitchen. They're cooking all the time, day and night cooking, especially at night. Not even during the day. They know what's going on, even with these big companies. They screw around with everything, just the way it is. They're not trying to put fear out there. Just letting you know that, when you give in to your anger, pain, whatever it is, I'm same with it too. I mean, I'm part of it also. I'm here too, so we're going through the same thing. But releasing from all that, it's not easy. The more people are released from it and realize, like, why am I going all crazy? It's like, think about, am I being manipulated? Yes, you are. Oh, you have no idea. And it's not by your people that you're talking, your friends. Part of that, yes. There's other work here. Just trying to stir things up. Now, light workers, not all, but a lot of them have released from a lot of that. And they come in, they understand these are at a higher dimensional beings. They can go wherever they want. Nordics are involved with this. There's a lot of them I'm not fully familiar with, but Anunnaki is part of it, definitely. It seems like Anunnaki is heard but not seen. They know of them, but they're not. Sometimes they're seen, not always. It seems like most part they're not seen, from what I'm feeling. That's a plane flying by, if you're wondering. So hopefully some of this is, they know news when it happens before it happens. They're there. They're causing it. They might not be there personally, but understand they have technologies. They see where a ruckus is going on. They have psychic abilities. They have their psychic people. They have their remote viewers. They have all of that. They use their abilities. We don't. Look at it in a different direction. They use their psychic powers, their intuition. Of course, we use our intuition also. How much do you use it? I mean, how much do you know that you have guides? How many people acknowledge that? Not many. The more you acknowledge it, because this is how the cabal works. They know about all this stuff. And they laugh in our face that we don't. They use that against us. This is what causes violence here, low vibrations, everything is causing us. We're at this plateau of darkness because our manipulators know exactly what they're doing to manipulate us, use their abilities, use their senses. They have technologies that are advanced because the alien vibrations, their system. It's just a big game. It's a Truman Show, basically. You see that movie, Truman Show? That's what this is on a grand world scale. So the more you see it that way, it's like, am I being manipulated? Is this happening? Is this really, am I really being screwed with? And not just by your friends, by other beings. Yes. If you're going crazy on somebody, if you want to go psycho on someone, it's just, you know what I mean? That's basically where I'm going with all this. And it says, some say most of the world's boring. Well, yeah, it's done by design. It can be very active, very, very adventurous, but we're not connecting to our abilities. We live in fear. So it's like, and some say connecting to your guides is you might connect to something dark. Well, you're already connected to something dark already. It's called this environment, because of the child abductions and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And hopefully I'm not making people feel uncomfortable with this up. But this is up for a reason. It has its, I'm kind of speaking through all the, like cutting through all this stuff. Understand these news organizations, whatever they are, it is there to keep it's our controllers. They're telling us how to think, how to be, how to dress. You want to be like this person? Oh, I believe Bill O'Reilly is definitely super reptilian and paid very well to brainwash us, as you can tell. Telling us who the villain is, everything, do people believe him? Oh, I'm smart because I believe, I'm on Bill O'Reilly's side, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Connect to yourself. Don't worry about any of this crap. It's all just junk anyway. You more look internal, which is not easy, easier said than done. it takes a while to get used to it. Even, I'm still getting used to all of it. But, for the most part, just trust your instincts and just not worry and just know you're doing the right thing. And, more positive, the better, of course, to enhance people's minds. Know you have the ability, you have guides, you go to multidimensional being. You can, astral travel. We all do it. Even if you don't think it's real, it's real. Religion's all built with fear, as you can tell, the false reality. Unfortunately, there's a lot of good people in religion, of course, but a lot of it is just a spin zone, no different than your entertainment or your news, no different. So, not to judge anybody. Some religions seem like they're judging at times. I know, I was forced to go to church. I have some idea how it was. This says, oh yeah, we go to church, we're better than everybody. God, give me a break. I mean, I think the Baptist church is no different than Scientology. I'm sorry. It is Scientology in some degree. That's terrible to say, but anyway. Yeah, Scientology is a whole nother. I live not too far from Scientology. They have one downtown. One of their centers, their help centers, and their Clearwater, their base in Clearwater, where Tom Cruise hangs out every once in a while. All of Clearwater is abandoned, practically. It's a great little city. It was not until Scientology came in. Of course, it's been around since I've been alive. But you see the potential, and it's all gone. It's just a vacant city, basically. Downtown Clearwater is, at least. There's the beaches. That's where you get away from them. I think they're crowding around there to bring people into their little cabal system. A lot of that's Illuminati, Nazism. It's done in different ways. But basically, all of this, what this channel is about, Ivan Teller, whatever you want to call it. This is just basically just connecting to yourself, basically. You're the boss. What do you think? Just go by your own vibration. It is difficult at first, and even after that, it's just the way it is. Your third eye, if you think you're seeing something, most likely you are. Is your third eye open? Well, it can't be fully open. I don't know. I don't want to say that, but I'm going to say it anyway. Understand we have a mission here in third density. And a lot of it, I believe, is unlocking third density going into the higher densities. So I believe your abilities will open up when they're ready, when you are ready. So don't worry about it. Just go with the flow. Basically, just go with the flow. All right, I've had enough of looking at this. But it's just basically going with the flow of don't feel like you're in a test or anything, just flow with yourself, basically. Just, the more unbelievable, the more true it is. We've cut a lot of that stuff out of our reality, and their controllers, a lot of it, negative Anunnaki, that they don't like making themselves known, but they will if they have to. As for them was in control of this planet, I'm not sure how that works. Now, I understand, like, someone like Alex Jones that has the fear-mongering channel, for example. The cabal, as you believe, some of you are aware that I follow some of this, is like, if you go too far, you go away. Like Max Pierce, for example. And there are other examples of there's other examples. As for Project Camelot, apparently they have not gone too far, or whatever it is, or just reporting on things and not really going into. They're just reporting, so it's not really. I don't know. I don't have all the answers, but anyway, Project Camelot's still going on, so that's saying something. So I'm not knowing the whole story on that. I believe it's good, as far as I can tell. I think so. It's just not going into. It doesn't cross the line. I think sometimes it's out of focus. It's like you know, it's not really. It's ones being interviewed, the ones that are crossing the line, not necessarily the interviewee. From what I can tell, maybe that makes sense. That's why that exists. So they can't get rid of everything either. I think it goes against their rules also. The cabal rules. They have certain rules that some of them they can just say, screw it, we're just gonna do whatever. And I don't have much attention, so I've crossed the line here and there, but I'm still here. But I have had alien visitation. That's not been pleasant, yes. But nothing to worry about. But, I just haven't, anyway, whatever. So, anyway, just to let you know how that, at least from my perspective, how that works. So, but basically, it's just letting your imagination run wild. And it's like, instead of just saying, oh, that's just fake. No, it's not. It's coming to you for a reason. It helps you open up. The more you say, that's not real, that's just me making these things up, that closes that down. The more you just say, all right, whatever comes through, comes through. As long as you make sure you have a positive vibration. That's where grounding comes through, your angels to clear your vibrations. Like, is that true or not? Then you can go through, take that information, whatever, go through light. And God's light, use God's light to go through it also. To clear the vibration. Yeah. If you're not sure of certain things. However you want to do it. The angels are assisting. If you're not sure about something they're connected to you, why not go through the light and see what you think? That's another way of bringing confirmation in. Yeah, it's a whole nother world of crazy. Angels, what's that? That's just statues, right? Yeah, just statues. Of course, with the Catholics, I give them that. At least they believe in the afterlife. Of course, they all think they're going to hell, but, well, I'm not sure about that. But at least they have the angel vibrations. I'm not sure if Baptist Church, I don't believe much of the angel vibration was brought up much there, but anyway. Yeah, that's the way it goes. So, yeah, Scientology is another one to go into. I might go down there and take a video of those. There's not much to see there. It's just kind of, and if I do, I might get a visitation. Possibly. Yeah, probably. They're kind of weird down there. It's a weird place. Downtown Clearwater is not welcoming. So anyway, and not to say it's important, but it might be another subject matter to go into. So, I think some of it has some, understand. They do take from the good and they just wipe it with their whatever it is. Like connecting with nature, they do have that. But I think it's spun in a weird way, though. Yeah, it is, actually. So, anyway, it's just like anything else. So, they do have aliens in their religion. Xenu. Yeah, I was approached by a Scientologist. I asked them about that. They just said, I asked them about Xenu. How's Xenu doing? And they just, they looked at me, oh, yeah, just go on Google and just believe whatever you see. It's like, come on, man. Yeah, they don't like it when you come back at them. If you say, oh, yeah, here's a tip about Scientologists. Here's a tip. You want to make them mad or you want to get them to go away? Not to say you want to do that, but I haven't done this, but I don't deal with them. Anyway, like if you go downtown St. Pete, they approach you. It's gross. They give you pamphlets. And this can be like 8 o'clock at night or 9 o'clock. And you're going to mind your own business. Just not good stuff. It's sad. But anyway, if you want to get them off your back, anyway, just say something. Just say something about L. Ron Hubbard. That'll shut them down real fast. That's their God. I haven't done that because I usually stay away from them. I don't approach them. I don't try to approach them. But that's a tip. If they're coming out, if they're like trying to talk to you into going to their sci-fi world, just say something. You can say something. So what about anyway? You can look online about L. Ron Hubbard and his dark side. Just ask him about it, anyway, if you want to get out of the conversation, just say something else. Just if you say something not pleasant about Ron Hubbard, that'll shut him down pretty quickly. I'm pretty sure it will. I haven't tried it, but I imagine it will work. If you want. I mean, I'm just saying. If you're ever in that situation, I mean, this is sci-fi town, apparently. Well, if you go by it, I avoid it, but it is around here. Yeah, you can go. They built up downtown St. Pete where it's like, it's richy, it's nice. It wasn't. I don't go down there, but it's nice. And then you have the sci-fi people walking by and giving everybody pamphlets, like just anyway, whatever. So anyway, that's a whole another animal. So that's CIA. Yeah, fine. It's a CIA experiment. Huh, no different in Disney. Oh, interesting. Yeah, as I said before, yeah, the Cabal, the Black Projects that's all CIA. It's called something else, but the CIA it's a branch of it basically. FBI too, and NSA, but it's the public versions like the Disney World of government, and then you go down a level and it's called something different. The reason I bring this stuff up is to bring light to it, basically. We're living in their world that they built for us, the Truman world, you can call it. And I mean, how else are you going to unravel it? Day by day, just little by little, basically. It is. We have positive ETs here. Well, our planet's still here, so the positive ETs are here, definitely. And they have a lot. Some of them have humor. Some of them know what humor is and connect to it, but have no. The jokes are kind of, I don't know, flat, but that's all good. That's all good. So anyway, we're here on a mission. All of us are on a mission. What mission is different for everybody? It's like, what's my place here? Well, living your life basically, and whatever it is. If you need to go through a depression, go through it. If you need to go through happiness, go through it. Go through what you got to go through to find your path. It's when you give up. When you give up and just go into a deep, just ugliness, you have to find something, to keep you going, whatever it is, to keep yourself occupied. Not to say going into depression is, and it's going to happen. It's part of your test, basically. It's how far you want to go with it. It's, whatever. It's when you stay there and you never come out. And, it's different for everybody, but it's not giving up, basically, and just going for it and not taking things too seriously, not taking all this, if you make a mistake, don't hold it against you. It's hard. It's hard doing that. Acquiring someone. Just have fun. Just play on Facebook and play all the GIFs. I found GIFs recently. I send them to some people. It's a kind of a weird obsession, but it's funny though. It's an Arcturian way of connecting. The GIFs, the images that move around, or GIF, whatever they call them, GIFs. It's an image on. It's something stupid. It's like a half a second movie, whatever. Yeah, maybe find the funny ones. Anyway, whatever. So, all right. Hopefully this is somewhat helpful. I know it didn't go exactly as I thought it might. But hopefully it was somewhat helpful. As for news, I look at the news. I just want to kind of, but it does seem like the galactic forces are working on presenting this a little bit differently. But we'll see how things go. I don't know. I might do one of these here and there. We'll see how things go. All right. Happy Ides of March, and wish everyone, and good night, and happy astrals.